previous career, I was never home. I was working like 6 days a week. I had not a great relationship with my kids. But when I reached out to CMU Tech, they were able to get me into a night program for EMT. So I could work full time, I could still come home and be a dad, and then I could also get my EMT at the same time. My name is Patrick Bridge. I'm currently a registered nurse in the intensive care unit at St. Mary's Hospital. Before CMU Tech, I was in law enforcement. Before that, I was in the military. And then I reached a point in law enforcement that I needed to kind of find a new purpose.
Patrick knew he wanted to be in EMS. He just didn't know which direction he wanted to go in. He sat with me one day in my office and we talked about everything that he wanted, and it sounded to me that he would be more fit to go into the nursing program because he wanted to go into ICU and he wanted to go into flight nursing.
Starting in the EMS side and then kind of launching into CMU itself, there's two big choices, at least for me personally. Do I continue pre-hospital with Paramedic, or do I go CMU and try to get a BS in and become a nurse? When I received that, hey, congratulations, you've been accepted to this highly competitive program, that's when I knew that's the direction I was going to go.
EMS is a huge need in Mesa County and throughout the nation. The EMS program is very competitive here at CMU Tech. Many programs will do simulation, where they come in and they work on mannequins. We actually take them out in the field.
The way that they really prepared me for real scenarios that were going to happen, they will build a scenario that is based on something that has actually happened, and you have to take it to a positive conclusion. I still use the same skills that I learned in a head-to-toe assessment for EMT for any trauma patient that I get.
My name is Noah Bushner. I'm a full-time police officer for the city of Fruita, and I'm currently attending the CMU Tech EMT program. There is nothing better than to work with real equipment when practicing or preparing to be a first responder. If we didn't have a real ambulance, or if we didn't have real stretchers, we didn't have real medical bags, we wouldn't be able to actually get that practical experience.
You just don't get the full picture of a person if you're doing it by classroom lectures. You have to get out there and feel patients. You've got to see how they're breathing and be able to assess those things and take action.
Police officers lack understanding and training in the EMT space, and so it's important that police officers know how to do some level of trauma care. If we don't know what we're doing, we're basically just standing there waiting for EMTs.
The program in and of itself and the instructors are very welcoming. It's a very supportive environment, even though it's for a high-stress profession. We were pushed to do things like research projects. We were pushed to go out and do presentations. We were pushed to go work with the communities. Like this constant idea of pushing to develop your knowledge, but it's not just knowledge that doesn't apply to what you're doing. It specifically applies to your profession. For my family and I, what this career really means to us is that I've kind of like reinvigorated my own sense of purpose. That I truly and deeply enjoy what I do, that I strive for perfection in what I do, but that I also have a work-life balance where I work as hard as I can and do the best that I can while I'm here, and I'm supported by a great team, and then I get to go home and work as hard as I want, be supported by a great team, and spend all the time I want with my kids. If I were to talk to someone who is considering starting a healthcare career and they're thinking about starting with CMU Tech, I would say, don't hold back. Figure out what your purpose is, what actually drives you, and then chase it. And CMU's gonna help you get it.